Yo, what's up? This is Crypto Raw back again with a different video today. Um, Pretty much wanted to get into a little detail on exactly where life is going. Pretty much, you see, I'm driving this car in this video game to represent where we're heading, and we're heading in a very interesting time. Um, and what inspired me to make this video is I just seen on an ad for Andrew Yang for president. I mean, not for president, at least not yet. For mayor of New York, and I'm like, wow! It just reminded me that not only we gonna it's gonna be a new mayor of New York, but what he represents, he's actually an advocate for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency space. And it was reported that he wants to make New York City, this like crypto hub or like capital, what you would call it. And when you think about it, it makes sense, right? Because um, America is pretty much has the dominant currency, and you could well, let me stop being around the bush. New York City is pretty much the capital of not to say the world, but I don't, at least money. Um, if you look at your media, New York, New York, artists from New York, Home Alone, things are shot in New York. They want you to look at New York. They want you to know it's there. It's bright lights and all this over here, and so many people come here to work, make lives for children, and all that. Well, I bring this up because yeah, he's running for mayor of New York, guys, and he wants to make New York a cryptocurrency hub, which is already pretty much a money hub. People come here to make a good living and be where there's more opportunity and yet one thing, people used to come here really for the to trade, to be either stockbroker or to advise or whatnot. So New York City's always been a place tied to money. As you see here, I'm playing a game, a very interesting game called Cyberpunk, and I I got in this idea because of, well, Andrew Yang and his idea of New York City being a crypto hub. But not to get too lost in this, but pretty much what he represents is change. As you see, not to make sense of it all, you could look at this game, I say,
What are you carrying?
called Cyberpunk 2077. And in this game, video game, um, I'm trying to play, I'm trying to play the game and talk to you at the same time. Um, I'm trying to really get out what I want to say here, but he inspired me to make this video, that ad, because I believe he they put, since New York City, they in and that's moving forward pretty much. And you see all the other countries like China, Japan, Africa. It's not really shown on television like that or on your social medias, but a lot of places, Taiwan, Korea, Singapore, Akon's building a smart city, as smart cities being built. You got places in Iraq that are developing into like smart cities and futuristic cities, pretty much, guys. And we're really going to the future. I mean, if you ever seen Back to the Future, yeah, guys, this robot thing, you see what she got on her arm right here? Prosthetics. Um, Follow Crypto Mike. He's big on the predictive programming, but I mean, they got this with the Metal Gear Solid guy. This was done in a game called Deus Ex. Um, it's in other forms too, but and look, this is like a normal chick
I don't recognize you.
with a
Just because you're
prosthetic
different.
arm. Now this is way in 2027, but either way, it's a game. But exaggeration is always a key. But pretty much everything, these super high tech guns and everything arrived from the military. But that's on another subject. Um, Honestly, when it comes to the crypto part of things, you can say it's like the first step. Now, for the sake of this video, I'm gonna take a ride to the city, and we can continue the road to the future. What the future is pretty much people like Andrew Yang that's gonna push technology in a whole. Forget crypto, forget books. That's just like the little bait. That's just like the little bait. That's He's really representing technology being built. With that technology, I mean, it's gonna be control. But then they know, well, they can anticipate, war, which one I believe this game predict. I mean, it's saying that a war broke out between, like the machine war against the prosthetics, and pretty much a lot of these games, Far Cry is depicting American timeline where we go through like maybe another civil war, and this a lot of stuff goes deep. This video actually about to go really deep, so stick around if you want. Pretty much, I predict, and what they want us to pretty much know, that any time during during a ride to the heights of cryptocurrency, I don't know. I want. It's pretty much. It's gonna be a war between states, and I could see the coronavirus thing being because a lot of these states are kind of doing their own thing. You see, and if you kind of pay attention to stuff, you notice that it's the United States of America. Pay attention to the word. If we was united now, we was once divided. We could be divided again.
Find the details
So
fast.
education is important here. Stuff like this they ain't building for no reason. So this is pretty much considered like a smart city or whatsoever, and they pretty much depict where everyone kind of has this thing to connect to, and people pay people without even like they just showing he's just showing us a lot of technology. I believe they have this payment system where I mean, a lot of this obviously out of reach because of the game, but more or less, there's things that exist like this out there. Was a person in the game where I get paid through the people I work with, and they'll send me like a payment, and no phone, no nothing. They just like look at me, and it's everyone's pretty much like a walking computer, and yeah, this so getting back to Andrew Yang, after leaving off that, he wants to push for technology, and pretty much, I believe there's gonna be a point in time where people are either chipped and have this payment system, and the ones who will accept it, and the ones who won't, and they'll begin the so-called war. And in this game, it's depicted as yeah, robots and machine, which is also part of the agenda um, of technology. Is yes, of course, there's robots in this game, AI. Oh yeah, they got this service called Delamain, which is definitely predictive programming towards probably like 5 years out of a AI algorithm running a whole car service on its own. Yeah, called Delamain. Yeah, I hope Crypto Mike looks at this video. I hope he plays this game because you check out that in Gematria. It did. I forgot what it said, but it did lead me to it did say something that pertained to it. Just look it up. Type in Delamain and look through it, and it'll resonate. Um, and that's Delamain. You know what I'm saying? Just keeping it raw over here. So yeah, Delamain is a AI system that can drive you, and that's specifically what Andrew Yang said in some type of interview. I watch his YouTube; he plays it all the time. He pretty much states that blockchain can replace just all human interactions with this world. We're in the Internet of Things, so you have things interacting with each other, and they pretty much pretty much want us to integrate with things so we can interact with it. They want to turn us into walking computers, and they're gonna use money and hype of everyone agreeing to it, or not through just that, but other ways. That's on that side. That's more of at will, but you know if need be, they'll force, which I predict possibly a war between people that are so-called chip or whatever, or have this implant or this futuristic buy and sell, thing going on, and the ones who not for it because they feel like there will be control. In which, yeah, in this game you can get hacked, people hacking you. It's just like, yeah, you don't want to be a walking computer, guys. This game is cool, by the way. I like it. But now, if I was 15 with little knowledge and little sense of the world, at least as much knowledge I know now, dungeon knowledge, I say, but nonetheless, knowledge of this world, indeed. I would just say this is a game, but no, this is not a game. No pun intended. This is not a game. Cause I'm just like, wow, this guy. Who knows? This guy could end up being the mayor of New York City. I'm like, yeah, he's for Bitcoin. He's for. I'm like, stuff behind this, and not to like, say he's Asian, but we're going towards a Oriental society. If you thing. But if you look around this game, I'm not really a look. Oh, here we go. Perfect. What's that, guys? Oriental. And this game is taking place in California. It's a fake city called Night City, but they still use states. Yeah, California. And look, Oriental. Made me think of why we have the Oriental Theater. Who knows? Um, yeah, we going, and the reason with that is because we're heading towards technology, and it's nothing more that Asia has is a technology capital, and they've been making they're the leaders. They know what they're doing. Blah blah blah. That's it. And so as we at least thought before that, those countries were trying to gain inspiration from the Western culture, but no, actually, it's about to be flipped over, and pretty much China, Japan, yeah, those guys are about to be take over. They're about to take over, guys. That's it. That's why you see in the news and big. he knows this, but he been knew this. Elon Musk, but he continues promoting Bitcoin and then slamming it. He knew that China controls most of that damn hash rate, if not all. Just Bitcoin, regardless, that's the narrative. Bitcoin is controlled, and they saying this being controlled. It's controlled by China. So we must just go with that and say, okay. So they hold the Bitcoin. So they hold the granddaddy of all the Bitcoin. Okay. You see, everything's Oriental. Korea. That's why in this game, or even in older cyberpunk type of fiction, what would you see? Oriental type of stuff going on. And this cyberpunk genre's been around since I know, since like the 80s, right? Or, you know, around that time. And since me knowing about like the genre and whatnot, it's been surrounded almost subliminally in Asian references or culture, like and the way I came upon this game was very interesting. I mean, I seen a trailer but it almost felt like this game was like supposed to be here. Like I don't know if I had have dreams about a futuristic world like this, but almost like, cause like I said, like I've never really been into cyberpunk, like things or like books or graphic novels or comic books. For the best thing I think of is Back to the Future too. But even that, I'm scratching my head like, where have I gotten this imagery that yeah, cyberpunk equals China, or the future equals this to China society? I just don't know. I'm trying to think if I'm having dreams that I just don't fully remember, or what the case really is. But it's just very. Oh, here we go, Delamain, and this is the end game service. Delamain. That's how you spell it. Actually, Delamain. Now look that up in that gematria stuff. That's a algorithm car service. I mean, and that might be the first thing people will experience from the future. That's what I believe, because I mean that'll probably be the best thing for them to kind of ease us into, because we're getting used to things like Siri. They introduced us to that robot that Will Smith talked to, and realized they put him with her. I think her name was, I don't know what her name was, but I know that robot. Just look up Will Smith robot, and he was in the iRobot movie. So guys, just think about it. AI robots is coming. Um, Pretty sophisticated too. Blow your mind away. Other things are in this game, guys, that I think that are actually real. I'm gonna just say like you like that. They have this chip thing, this engram, this relic thing they call it, and what it is, and it's and mind you, actually, before this game even came out, with me even knowing of this game, doing research, I heard that there was a possibility of this pretty much storing a person's memory on some data device, and like somehow, some way. Well, in the game, they make it a way, but it could be less or more in real life, or a little alter. But pretty much, I believe that the technology of this type exists where you quote unquote won't die, or your memories can get saved, or and then replicated into like pixels or something of the sort. Pretty much some real sci-fi stuff, guys. And yeah, technology. I think that all the technology they come up with, you know, um, they put out right away. Since I was young, I always heard that all technology is like 10 years behind. My mom always used to say that too. She was very into like tech. 10 years, not 10 years behind, but 10 years ahead of us. Like they've been developing it, for, way more than we had it or even knowing about it. So yeah, the Andrew Yang look Oriental, man, just Oriental everywhere. And this is America. This is what they're trying to tell us. That's most of all that China is gonna dominate us. They trying to get our minds subliminally ready. I'm telling you, mine is. Um, that and with telling you robots and algorithms and AI driving us and yes, prosthetics. Um, Pretty much the prosthetic thing. They just trying to sell us on pretty much the whole, just the whole robot thing. Because mostly they want to use that for war and for controlling us in the streets. Pretty much, they want robots to place police and AI cameras everywhere. Big Brother that was in Watch Dogs. Yeah, this game is pretty dope though. Yeah, definitely check it out. I'm not knocking the game. It had its problems, whatever. It's not about the game right now. It's just about what the media that's coming out, and this is where we're going. This, and it as what the game is saying. It's telling me that it wasn't easy getting here. Some wars, some bloodshed. There's division between the states. And I can see that because, bro, I'm not getting no type of, I ain't getting it. Unless I'm gonna be cyborg for real up here. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I'm gonna have the best black wars ever. Again, you ain't breaching me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's technology. Um, Take a seat back. I say. I mean, if you don't want this, then you're part of the equation. If you don't like something in life, then you could change it. But everyone just love tech. Everyone's just putting their money literally into technology, not even gold they're investing in. You investing in. There's no. You can't. Yo, listen. Damn. But this is Crypto Raw, man, and welcome to your future. Peace.